chain of game when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mixon with a 1st down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts. He's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout take. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 10. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Takes it at the 7th. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. First target, first catch, and a first down. Burrow on play action. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come in with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Mixon. He spins free. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. To return is Taylor. And just a net of 31 here. 40 punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there, and looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way, because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them, they'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's a 5-yard touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason. But They still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make... He's got a man! Complete! And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, we know they need a touchdown here to keep their season going. And on that play, wasting no time to try to push that ball downfield, partner.
Yeah, and even though the season's hanging in the balance on this drive, I don't know what you see, but I don't see any fear in the eyes of this offense. They're dialing up big plays, risky throws. They'll do whatever it takes to match touchdown for touchdown. And in this moment, they need to play the best they have all season, and they certainly appear to be ready to rise to the occasion.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On first down, Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, CD, they needed the touchdown of their season was over. They got that, and now all they need is an extra point for the victory.
So now it comes down to a matter of confidence. Is it your kicker, or do you go for 2 to finish this game off?
Elliott good with a PAT, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.